Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Emmy the Cat Lady, and we are back in Old World Blues for kind of finishing up exploring all the lore and stuff. So my plan for today is to basically follow the trail that Father Elijah had taken while he was here, so the Orthodox snoring. So we know that Father Elijah was here at one point, and he did some stuff. So the first thing that we want to do to find out exactly what happened is we're going to go and have a chat with Dr. Zero about an attack on the think tank. So he can tell us a bit more about that. Maybe need to talk to Klein first. Hang on. Dr. Klein. Not yet.
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius.
Okay.
Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
Okay.
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank.
Okay.
The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain.
Okay.
Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
Why?
We had to take precautions after the last
There
visitors.
we go.
They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were these visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Okay. So, yeah, that basically tells us why Dr. 8... There we go. When visitors attack, that's what I was looking for.
A most goodbye.
Couldn't remember how to get it started. So that's the reason that Dr. 8 can't speak anymore and can only spew out code to communicate. And there was a train broken and some technology stolen. So we can talk to Dr. Zero. And we should be able to then...
The lobotomized specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition.
Yeah.
Chances of success? High.
So basically now we can ask him about it. So I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They tried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
So what happened? Please tell me.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, 8 tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
There we go. What about the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker. And the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, then let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Yep, so that is related to Ulysses. So we've
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception then.
yep. So we know obviously Christine came after Elijah, and then Ulysses came along and he rescued Christine from the Y-17 facility. And he talked to the brains, so we've already been to Ulysses's cave, so we might as well talk to Klein about Ulysses while we're here.
Retrieve the technologies yet?
Yeah.
Need them, as I have indicated.
I heard one of your previous visitors spoke to you and asked you some questions.
Oh yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak.
You mean
What
Greek?
did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had
think it's
questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Yep, there we go. So that's a very short kind of quest.
Yes, a most goodbye.
But yeah, he basically can't remember exactly what he talked to Ulysses about, and he says it's because Mobius's transmissions were distracting him. So that's an important little detail for later. Did I want to come in here? Yeah, I probably do want to dump some stuff before we head back out into the crater. Where's the bedroom again? In here. Hi, Muggy. So yeah, we're just gonna dump a bunch of stuff. Like that, like that, that.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll give us some room to collect some stuff when we're out and about. But we might put the smart lights on.
Unlike certain.
Yep, give me the smart lights. There we go. Cool. So, we'll head on outside. So, first port of call is going to be we'll just fast travel to there. So we're going to go and look at the train tunnel. It's probably the kind of least interesting part of the whole thing. Yeah, there would be something here. Get around these pipes. I don't know how we're going to get around to. You're in the way. And okay, well, no point in crouching anymore. The beasties are aware of me. Might as well. Come on. I saw you. Okay, come on then. You're gonna come and fight me, come and fight me. Don't waste my time. earth are you going? You're just going to grab weapons off your dead friends. Okay. Still in danger apparently. Although from what I can't really tell. There is some stuff up here. Night Stalkers, of course. Oh crap. Right. Still in caution. Come on. Ignore it for now. If it catches up to us, it catches up to us. So, I'd say we've already visited the other two train tunnels, because there is sort of software that we needed to find at both of those. But this is the East Train Tunnel, so this is how Elijah made his escape from the crater. So you can see the train's totally derailed. You can't get inside this one, unlike the other ones. It's completely collapsed, and full of rubble. So he basically took control of the train system, crashed these trains and punched a hole so that he could get through and get out of the crater. So yeah, that's how he got out. But there's a few things to look at for what he did when he was here. So where is it now? Where is it? Here we go, yep. Little Yangtze, so we're going to go there next. We did pass by this place at one point. You see there's red on the marker, but we can't actually, they can't actually do anything to us. From in there. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you caught that there actually. So, yeah, basically he was testing out the bomb collars on these guys. The gate's actually open. But what happens is that these were Chinese prisoners who were brought here after being detained by the government, because obviously they were at war with China, so any people of Chinese descent were rounded up, and a lot of them were brought here to be used as test subjects basically. And what happened was when the bombs fell, they were ghoulified, or the ones that were still alive basically were ghoulified. As you can see, there's just bunk beds and pillows everywhere. But yeah, they were left behind and they were ghoulified. And obviously a lot of them died as well. But what happens is if they detect you and they try and run at the gate, their heads explode tragically. Oh, there's a sentry bot out there, I see that. Oh, hi. Sorry, but it does feel like I'm kind of putting you out your misery to a degree as well here. You know, I mean, being in prison camp is horrible enough, but being stuck in a prison camp for, you know, a couple of 100 years has got to be pretty... Oh, right, you know what, I'm gonna actually... Nope, not that one. There we go. Yeah, sentry bots in this generation of Fallout are nothing compared to sentry bots in Fallout 4. They're so much easier. But yeah, being stuck in a prison camp like this for like 200 years is just horrendous. Which is probably why they're hostile, even though they don't seem to be behaving like feral ghouls. They're obviously Don't trust anybody that kind of comes close to them. But yeah, quite a sad kind of situation. I mean, people say, oh, you know, it's war and whatnot, but it's really, you know, the effect that it can have on civilians, and most of these people were probably, you know, completely just wanting to live their lives, same as any of the rest of us do. But yeah, that's how it goes. So that was kind of the purpose of this place before the war, and then I say people survived as ghouls, and that is something that Father Elijah took advantage of. So we're going to go up into this little watchtower, and if you're okay, we're going to try and go up. There we go. Apparently stairs were too difficult. If you remember, previously we did come round and there was one of Elijah's LER guns here, as well as there being a massive amount of ammo for it as well. And we did go inside briefly, but we didn't really look at anything, so we're going to look at it now. So yeah, there's a ton of cameras and stuff as well, which is worth taking back for the toaster to destroy if you want to encourage his homicidal tendencies. So yeah, there's bomb collars that are deactivated and things. Then we've got a dead survivor, which is a wee bit of an oxymoron, but clearly survived the bombs and then died to Elijah's experimentation. And then yeah, there's a poster here on the floor, Begin Again, the Sierra Madre. So all ties together. Yeah, he has like surgical equipment there, bone saws and stuff, and radios. So this is what he was testing, was the frequency for the bomb collars, which if you've played through Dead Money, it'll be extremely familiar to you. And there's even a broken detonator. Because that's part of the thing, is that he puts this bomb collar on you, and then there's sections where you have to get through the hotel, and there's radios, and if you stay near them for too long your head explodes and things. So yeah, this is kind of how he figured all that out. But we've got a terminal here, so we've got some logs which presumably are from pre-war. Yeah, the government shipped in the first batch of dissidents today. 3 whole trainloads of communist infiltrators. Half of them don't even speak English, so we had to show them where to go with our nightsticks. They got the point eventually. The docs are already talking about research subjects. Guess that'll help advance the war effort. So this would be presumably the soldiers in charge of supervising this camp, when they had 3 trainloads of communist infiltrators, or possibly just people. But yeah, log entry 2. One of the prisoners who speaks a little English, I guess he's become the unofficial spokesman, came to the commandant's office today screaming about hungry ghosts snatching his people up in the night. The commandant told him to give up the ignorant superstitions of a bygone era and had him thrown in the cooler for 3 weeks. I've seen some of the new robots they're developing here, and I wonder where they get the brains from. So yeah, RoboBrain manufacturing potentially part of it as well. We know from Fallout 4 as well that was definitely something that they did, was they used prisoners and the like to, you know, for testing, for developing the RoboBrains and the like. So yeah. And then number 3, another escape attempt last night. We rounded them all up and processed the escapees, but these little bastards are determined. We've got triple shifts on the camp around the clock, and the extra hours are eating up morale. Commandant says he's put in a requisition to use the camp as a field test for the new total pacification collars. Total pacification collars the scientists have been working on. Maybe then I can get some goddamn sleep. So there's the bomb collars, or total pacification collars, and it's basically a behave yourself or your head's literally going to explode. So that's lovely. And then we've got a few wee notes from Elijah himself. So Elijah's journal, day 2. second day at the pre-war concentration camp, so he's pretty clear telling it like it is, that this is what this was. Kept China citizens here before the war, radiation turned them, had to keep them in camp with collars, explains why some of these slave collars exist. Always wondered some were clearly pre-war tech. So I mean, we know that the Brotherhood do use these kinds of collars as well, because when you go to the Brotherhood of Steel in this game, that's what they do. Unless you go with Veronica, they stick a bomb collar on you, where they can listen into the conversation when you're getting rid of the NCR Ranger guys. So you know, it's not something that's new to Elijah. But yeah, researching the collar frequencies touchy, circuit architecture is messy, deconstructing them taking time, must be careful, can't be spotted by local robots or insane brains from the dome, will try to haul me back there, then research me. So he's kind of got the gist of this place pretty quickly. We know he's generally a very, very intelligent man, and he's trying to kind of hide from the robots around the place. And then day 3. No sign of that courier from before. He stays out of my way, I'll stay out of his. Been thinking about that Sierra Madre he mentioned. If he's right, I just need to find the casino radio frequency to track it down. Wouldn't need his help. If the working holograms and toxic gas are preserved there, might be easier to study them there with no robots to interfere, and those dispensers might have use for those as well. So from this we can infer that Ulysses told Elijah about the Sierra Madre and kind of encouraged him to go there. So he's just like, okay, well, I just need to do this to find it, and he's obviously looking into finding his way there. Then day 4, still continuing research, find way to deactivate collar after some failures, just a few headless ghouls. So he obviously doesn't care about the ghouls. It's been hard to go fishing in the camp without one of them trying to run the gate and their heads exploding. Damn collars, twitchy. Need to ration the mentats, giving me migraines. So obviously he's doing all this intense research, and he's using mentats to kind of support himself, to help with the research, and get headaches from it, which is interesting, and probably not healthy approach either. And then day 4 addendum, so an additional thing. While setting up the radios to monitor dome and robots, thought I saw a glint scope ? From the building on the other side of the compound. Should check it out, make sure I'm not being watched, might be that courier. Still, he would have come straight up rather than hiding. Instinct says it's someone else. So he's noticed the glint that he thinks might be from a rifle scope in the building across the camp from the watchtower here. So which way is the stairs? Not that way. There's the step. They were right in front of me. Yep. So we can see that there's a kind of mostly ruined building here. So yeah, that's what happened to that guy I was fighting. He's ran for the gate and head went pop. So there's a crate here. Oh, plasma grenades. Plasma grenades are good. And energy cells. Always take energy cells. So yeah, we've got this ruined building here. And if we come up here, there's steady. Christine's COS silencer rifle. And some ammo for it as well. And as soon as you pick it up, some yep, so as soon as you pick up that, these 3 lobotomites kind of appear facing away from you, presumably just for you to try it out. So Christine's COS, so Circle of Steel silencer rifle with bonus critical damage and bonus critical chance. So it's a unique silenced sniper rifle. So we now know that the glint he saw was from a rifle scope, and it was Christine. Obviously her job being to assassinate him. How did that even miss? Must have been some weird hitbox nonsense going on. Damn it. Of course there is a sentry bot. Why wouldn't there be a sentry bot? Go away. Oh. You just pushed me off the roof. God damn it. Where are you going? Oh, I'm just going to switch back to the normal. There we go. And where's the other guy go? Come on. I don't know where he went. Okay. I don't know where that other guy actually went. Is that him down there? Nope, that's another sentry bot. Huh. Okay, well, it's fine. The next place that we need to go isn't too far away. It's here, the Signal Hills transmitter. So this is another place that we've already been to. I don't think there's much inside. But yeah, a lot of radio bits and electronics and stuff inside here. But we know Elijah came here. Again, you look out for the drained microfusion cells that we obviously picked up when we were here before. I remember how we get up to the top. Oh, we're in danger apparently. From what? You throwing pulse grenades at me and expecting that to actually do anything? I know you're stuck under a pipe. There we go. I mean, they are lobotomites, so you can't really expect full intelligence from people that have had a big chunk of their brain removed. That's not really... Oh. You got to say. Bye. Okay, yep, there we go. So on the roof here, I think we've cleared all this out already. But you can see that there was a camp set up here. I'm gonna just check my notes. Ah, here we go. There's the note. Set up camp here after Yangtze attack. 2 exposed here. Transmitters vulnerable. Hacked it. Set up remote links so can access at any time. Need to find spot closer to North Train Tunnel with clear broadcast LOS to here. Canyons are too dangerous. Can't go back to Yangtze. There is that weather station northwest that drew that courier here, but going there sounds like trouble. For now, scout the waste disposal site and then around the perimeter of that Securitron plant, see if I can find a more defensible position. So this is part of Elijah's journal, and you pick that up here. So this is where he goes, and then next he says he wants to go around behind the Securitron plant to the northwest. So you can follow his trail fairly easily. So we're right next to, you know, you've got the train tunnel, so we can kind of head around that direction. We can't fast travel apparently. That question mark is just for the because it wants me to get all the sounds for the jukebox, but the one that I'm missing is the giant robo-scorpion. So that's not available to us right now. Because typical, you know, RPG, to hell with the main story, we're just going to do all the side quests and stuff first. Okay. So what we're going to do actually is
ready to die for your country?
There we go. I hope you were ready to die for your country. And there's some red on the map. It's probably robo-scorpions. Yeah. Of course it's robo-scorpions. Okay, well that makes fighting them a lot more dramatic. Wait. Okay, I'm in danger apparently. Okay, not in danger anymore. Interesting. No, I'm there. I think, yeah, this is where we need to go. Oh, there's the mysterious cave, which is not what we're interested in right now. If you've watched my Science Fiction series, you know what's in the mysterious cave. It's the legendary bloatfly, and it's you know, only the most powerful actual enemy in the game. The only thing that's more powerful than it is Gojira, but that's not technically in the game. So, loading station. So presumably this is where stuff would be shipped in and out. Trying to think what's going to be the best way to get into this place. I think, yeah, the location we want is probably that there. So let's. Okay, I'm in danger. Oh, go away. Crap. What happened? Ugh, guys. What happened to my weapon? Go away. Seriously. Go away. Leave me alone. Right, if you don't mind, I've got things to do. Oh, bloody hell. Well, that is quite satisfying. And you can see there's remains of a giant robo-scorpion. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, some of the letters have fallen off the roof. But we are going to find this. Okay. Overturned truck. There's some skeletons, but look, here we go. Drain microfusion cell. Drain microfusion cell. Some more drained microfusion cells. It's a breadcrumb trail, and I think it's something that's just really clever. That's been done. That you can. I mean, I made a list of locations. I mean, they're all levitating drained microfusion cells, which is even more impressive. Okay, I know. But yeah, we are right at the perimeter. But you follow the trail of drained microfusion cells and Elijah's watch. So again, there's food, random bits of, batteries and tin cans and radio equipment and food, hot plate. His journal.
There is no standing on the green pipes. If you are standing on the green pipes, please get off them at once.
Not standing on the green pipes. Okay. So yeah, scrap, electronics and whatnot, and then we've got his journal. So let's have a look at that. Miscellaneous. Elijah's watch journal. This camp's better than the one I set up on top of Signal Hill's roof. Clear broadcast line to its radio tower and good vantage point on North Tunnel. Set up a turret perimeter and transmitter. It should be able to control the trains via remote to escape before any robots come. The broken Securitrons make a good defence line. Apparently brains in the centre dome can't control them like they do the others. No sign of Courier or that woman. Turns out I was right at the Yangtze camp. I was being watched there. Probably Brotherhood assassin out to sentence me. She got hers though after the robot attacks or get hauled away to the southeast by medical robots. Probably joined the lobotomite ranks here. Don't have to worry about her anymore. So basically at Yangtze the robots attacked, which prevented Christine from having a chance to assassinate Elijah, and she got injured and got dragged off to Y-17. Well, Elijah made his escape and then eventually worked his way here. And then if we head over here, we have got a nice little present. I'm sure there's supposed to be turrets. They did say turrets, but I don't see any turrets. Anyway, so Elijah's jury-rigged Tesla cannon. And then I was going to say something's supposed to happen. Yeah, some Securitrons up here. So let's have a look at this weapon before we... So, jury-rigged Tesla cannon. So he's basically created his own Tesla cannon, which is pretty damn awesome. That is zero spread. Makes it a very accurate weapon. And there should be another Scaretron probably. Yep. Machine Head rank 3. And now whenever I kill things with energy weapons, stuff goes flying. But yeah, like a lot of the kind of when you pick up unique weapons and stuff in this DLC, as soon as you do, it spawns enemies at you. But yeah, so this was Elijah's final camp, and then he set off everything with the trains and made his escape. And then that's how he ended up at the Sierra Madre. So a lot of connections between all the DLCs, and I think it's really interesting to be able to follow, you know, the fact that you can find your way to Elijah's camps and find out where he's been based on the fact that there's trained microfusion cells. So when he's obviously been fighting off the various aggressive inhabitants of this area, just like you have to. And he is just leaving a little breadcrumb trail so that you can follow where he's been. So that is basically everything that Father Elijah did in Big Mountain after he left here. He obviously ends up at the Sierra Madre, ready for Dead Money.
Mountain, I, Dr. Mobius, will soon control you and all of science.
Sure you will, Mobius. Sure you will. There's some ammo. And there might even be more stuff in here. Ugh, metal armour. Literally don't think I've ever used the metal armour in this game. I tend to be more of a light armour kind of person. Oh, I'm in caution. What now? Come on then. It's great. So yeah, it gives you a couple of, you know, really nice unique weapons. You've got this beast, the Tesla cannon, which is amazing. You've got Elijah's advanced LER, which is also pretty good. And then we've got Christine's silenced sniper rifle, which is also, so gives you really a bunch of good, really good weapons, just by following the trail of this one man. And I think Father Elijah is a very interesting character in his own right, because there's, you know, there's a lot of history there, and you learn a lot about kind of stuff that he did before you ever actually meet the man. Because he was behind the whole fighting over what's it called again? Helios 1, between the NCR and the Brotherhood, and it was because he found out that Archimedes 2 existed and he wanted it, but then the NCR came rolling in, and that's how they ended up fighting over it. So it's an interesting one, but yeah, so Elijah came here, caused a lot of trouble, and then left. And I've just destroyed a bunch of Securitrons, so Dr. Zero would be proud. He would be proud. But yeah, so that kind of covers the trail of Father Elijah, and we pick up his story again in Dead Money, where we find out where he went and what he's been up to over at the Sierra Madre. So that's an interesting one. I don't think I've ever played through Dead Money properly, because when it first came out and I had it on the PS3, it was so unstable, it just crashed constantly. It was impossible to get through. So I kind of know the story and I know how it works and everything, but I've not, I don't think I've ever really finished it myself. So that'll be something to cover at some point. Damn it. Okay. Oh, to hell with this. I'm just going to get the Tesla cannon out. It's just, literally just... lobotomites everywhere. It does cause damage over time as well, which is interesting.
Klein, as useless as the bottle of the same name. Well, except as an example of an object that uselessly tries to fulfill its purpose.
Oh, I love it. Honestly... Oh, I can't wait till we get to the whole conversation with Dr. Mobius. It's going to be great. There you go. Yeah. This thing is just unbelievable. It's so useful. Especially because in this game you're just getting swarmed by lobotomites like non-stop. I know we're not that far away, but I'm just going to fast travel back to the sink balcony. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Every time. And I turned autosave off as well, didn't I? Oh. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I did. Oh well. Okay, so slight crash the desktop issue there, and unfortunately I forgot that I turned autosave off when I was recording some other stuff on the for other videos. So everything that I've just done has been lost, so we're just gonna do this. I was gonna do a really cool outro with the Tesla rifle and stuff, but apparently I'm gonna have to go and collect all that again off screen, just so that we're set up for next time, but never mind. So yeah, we followed the trail of Father Elijah across the Big Empty and seen where he's been and what he's been up to. So he circumvented the brain's restrictions immediately, did a lot of damage to Dr. 8 and Dr. 0, crashed the train, and he took some bomb collars and did some horrible experiments on the ghoul prisoners of the concentration camp, Little Yangtze, and then crashed the trains and took off for the Sierra Madre. So you know, it's obviously he's picked up a lot of knowledge and things that he then uses when you get into the Dead Money DLC. So although the Dead Money DLC came out first, if I remember rightly, so you'll have gone through all of that potentially if you played it all like in order, and then you come here and then you get some of the explanation for where he got all this stuff from. But Father Elijah has quite a complicated history, and you do learn bits and pieces about him even before you come across him in Dead Money, because of the stuff at Helios 1. So he was after Archimedes 2, and that was what caused the war between the Brotherhood and the NCR, and then issues with certain things, and that's why he ended up basically leaving, and that put Elder McNamara in charge, and everything, and then he ended up coming here and he ran across Ulysses, who was the one that mentioned the Sierra Madre to him and put the idea in his head, and he's been pursued by Christine, who again we hear holotapes of her having conversations with Ulysses and learn a bit about her. And then again, that's you meet her in Dead Money as well. So if you do it in the order that the DLCs came out, then obviously you'll have met Christine, and then you find out a bit more about what happened to her when she was here, and everything. So it's quite interesting. I think that's something that, you know, when people say that Fallout New Vegas is the best for story out of all the Fallout games, when you look at stuff like that, I'm absolutely inclined to agree, because it's just done really, really elegantly. And it's one thing that when you're telling a story, whatever medium you're telling a story in, oh, for goodness sake, do we really need a close up of my character's chest? That's a bit rude. But you know, and the thing is, if there's inconsistencies, you know, whether it's major plot holes or whether it's just things where somebody said that something happened, you know, like it happened on a Tuesday but it happened on a Wednesday, you know, even little details like that, then your audience is going to pick up on that and potentially notice the inconsistencies. I mean, you see it all the time with TV shows. You know, it was quite famously, and I think it was Game of Thrones, when you could spot a Starbucks coffee cup on set, and it obviously got missed by the editors and things as well. You know, stuff like that. And the thing about it is that when you're putting a story out into the world for people to, you know, get involved with, whether it's a book, whether it's a movie, whether it's a game, you'd have to be prepared for the fact that some people are gonna literally put the whole thing under a microscope and analyse every single thing, every piece of dialogue, every... Yeah.
Really? Does anyone know? I'm at a loss.
Yeah. You know, and then, but then there's all the stuff like that that's put in that. I mean, that's just pure flavour. That, you know, basically doesn't mean anything for the most part. But the fact that you're wandering around this crater and all these mad scientists are just basically yelling at each other across the crater and things, and, you know, but people are going to pick apart everything. And if there is weirdness or if there's inconsistencies, you know, you've got your... People talk about like the MacGuffins and the Deus Ex Machina, where suddenly people find the exact right thing that they needed at the exact right time, and it feels like it's just been, you know, sort of magically shoehorned in, and there's no real explanation for it, stuff like that. And people are going to pick apart on that. It's just the way it works. And when you're putting a story out there that you want to tell, you have to be prepared for that fact, and you have to be aware of it. So, you know, it's something that is very, very important. But I do think that in terms of the storyline and things in this game, it's been done absolutely masterfully, because it's all kind of woven in together, and it doesn't feel like when you go into DLC that you're leaving a world and going to a completely different universe. You're not. It's not an alternate universe. It's not. It's all happening in the same universe, and it's all connected, and there's things that are happening in the background. You know, it's like, obviously you're playing the protagonist, you're playing the main character, the story that is being told is your character's story, but that doesn't mean that all the other characters don't have a story. They don't, you know, that there's not subplots and things happening in the background that your character's not directly involved in, but things like that can then be having an impact on what you're dealing with when you're kind of going through this story. And it just does it so well. And the fact that, you know, we obviously follow up Dead Money with this DLC, and we learn about you know, what happened before Dead Money, before the events of Dead Money, and then we find hints about Ulysses and about, you know, people talking about this other courier, and it's like, well, what's going on there? But then you don't find out anything about him until you get into Lonesome Road, which is supposed to be the final part. You walk the Lonesome Road and have an ending to things, as Ulysses would put it. But you know, you find little kind of hints and things about him throughout before you actually meet him and kind of get into the nitty-gritty of his situation and things. And I think, I mean, Ulysses is one of my favourite kind of characters in this game, because I just think he's so interesting, and his philosophy and his beliefs, it's just fascinating. But that'll do for today, I think. I'll have to go back and just grab I'll go back and grab the sniper rifle and the Tesla rifle and stuff before next time, just to so that I've at least got the weapons to keep that consistent. That was really annoying that happened, but you know, Fallout New Vegas, it crashes constantly. It's part of the deal, and I should have known better. So that's totally on me. But never mind. But yeah, so now that we've kind of covered that, there's still a few locations dotted about that we haven't quite visited yet. There's like whatever's in there, and then there's Boomtown. There's a building up here as well. I don't remember what that is. There's the weather station and stuff as well. So there is still quite a few little places to visit. The innovative toxins plant, I don't think we ever went in there. But yeah, because there's I mean, we've done most of the kind of story stuff, but there's still lots of fun little facilities and things that have interesting things going on in them before we finally do X2 and then get the main plot of this DLC on the go. So we'll take a look at some of these other locations in the next episode, and then we'll see about picking up the main story and getting back on track with that. But yeah, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to go and collect these weapons, and I've put autosave back on again, so we should be safe. I can't believe I did that. I should have known better, but here we are. So yeah, that's me signing off for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, and would you believe, just to add this in after reloading and everything, the turret's here. That wasn't here last time. So yeah, I was sure there was supposed to be. I've turned combat AI off because I just can't be bothered dealing with it. I'm just collecting these weapons again. But yeah, the turret was supposed to be here and it wasn't here. But now that I've reloaded the game, it was here. So yeah, I knew there was supposed to be turrets. I knew there was supposed to be a turret. Oh dear. And do you know, it's funny, for some reason Steam randomly downloaded an update for Fallout New Vegas today, but I can't find any information about it. Like, there was no news on the thing. There was no, you know, normally when you get an update, there's a little like news thing say, oh yeah, update, we've fixed this and this, or we've added XYZ, whatever. But there's nothing like that. But I don't know. I mean, it's one thing, like, you know, if you look at the Steam forums, there's still people talking like, oh yeah, this game crashed, there's another turret. Where were you guys before? I just don't understand. You know, the game crashes, it's really buggy and things, and it is, I guess, after this many years of playing Fallout New Vegas, it's I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's just the way it is with this game, and you kind of get used to it. And even, you know, adding the unofficial patches and things, it does help, but it's still a bit of a temperamental game. But yeah, so can confirm there were supposed to be 2 turrets here at this camp, and they were not here. So I don't know what to make of that, but yeah, there you go.